Good evening, everybody. I think we are live now. Hello, good evening, and welcome to round 15 of the F1 League season from Malaysia, a track that we sadly won't be seeing on next year's game. Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. We're back at it after a few weeks off. I am currently by myself in the commentary box. I'm hoping that all-round cricketer will be joining me in a brief time, or maybe AUR Charlie if he crashes out. So for now, you've got me, TR Smith, and I will first person out in quali is Maestro, so I shall stay on board with him. So Malaysia, notorious for could be rain, could not rain. So I don't know. I think I had a look in the chat. It could be raining. So that could make it interesting to see who goes on a wet setup, but we shall see. I'm expecting so it'll be interesting to see how there's a three-way battle for the title currently between Silent Mole, Leopard and New Zealand Ryan. So it'll be interesting to see how those three guys get on and where they qualify. So as I go on board with Maestro, and I'll stay on board with him as he's going to start his lap very soon. Take a nice wide line to get as much, and away we go. Everyone is out on the super soft. Well, everyone will be out on the super soft tyre. So as Maestro comes through, so sadly we've obviously not had many streams recently. We had obviously the Christmas break, and then last week I wasn't here, so we've had to take a few weeks off, but we are back now and should be back regularly every week, and hopefully I'll have a regular commentary partner as well. Sadly, all-rounder is unable to continue commentating. Oh, Maestro's run wide there. Compromised his run. So everyone is out on track as we speak. Obviously, this is a bit of a longer lap. I think we're expecting I think it's in the 30s here. Around Sepang. See what Maestro puts down here when he comes through. As he's onto the back straight. Plenty of opportunities to overtake round here as well, so I'm expecting some exciting racing this evening, guys. That's Leopard. Didn't see that, so it's a 31. Scorcher a lap. Maestro with 32.1, so Leopard, great banker there. Let's go Silent Mole. So, oh, he's gone straight into the pits, must have been validated. New Zealand Ryan, let's watch him. So he's also battling for the title. Obviously he started later in the season, did Ryan, but he's really shown what he's made of. So far that lap by Leopard looking like an absolute stormer. Getting to the 31s. See if anyone gets anywhere near that. Stay on board with Ryan here. That's F1 Ben, new to the league. Pops it into third with a 32.5. As Ryan's coming to the back straight here. Good drive out the corner. Opens that DRS. Right, here we go. What can he set? Oh, and there we go. Ryan sets a 31.8. Faster than left. So, two title contenders, or two of the title contenders, setting the fastest laps. Let's see if there's anyone else out on track. Ben ran wide there. Charlie looks like, I think most people. Warden comes across the line now. So, I think most people have done their first laps here. Let's go on board with Sims. I think he's coming to the end of his lap. Oh no! That's not how he would have wanted to end that lap. Ran massively wide into the gravel. Is anyone else on the lap? Warden possibly might be. So stay on board with Warden here. Got 5 minutes to go here. So we're just looking for Silent Mole, see what he can do. Strategy obviously be all important here. I'm sure it's a one-stop round here. Super soft mediums I'd expect. So it's most of these top guys. Beyond that strategy, as Warden crosses the line, and he goes first. What a lap by Warden, 31.4. Sets down a marker. I don't think he'll have time. Let's come out again. Just right, stay on board with Silent Mole here. Can't really yet set a lap, but do believe he's on one. Bogged down there, runs a bit wide. Really tough that corner. Going from high speed to low speed, then uphill as well. It's a lovely flowing section here in the third sector. Comes onto the back straight, opens the DRS. Can he get anywhere near the top three? 4 tenths between him. As he's shown though in races, Simon doesn't always need to be right at the front. He's really good with his strategy and in the race. And he goes 4th. So, top 4 are all in the 31s. Everyone else is outside that. Can anyone beat that lap by Warden? We've got Maestro, who's out for his second run. Feisty Ted as well. I'm expecting him to be higher up as well. I don't think he'll be very happy with his first lap, so I'll stay on board with him. Oh, someone off in the background. I think that's Silent Mole taking a detour into the gravel. So I'll keep on board with Feisty Ted here, and then I'll switch over to Maestro, who else I think is on a lap. Oh, Casey's gone. Don't know what's happened to him. Oh no, he's just retired. So as you come into the last couple of minutes, if you want to do another lap, you're going to have to come out now. Interested to see whether Warden comes out or will stick with that time, because if I was him, I'd be pretty happy with that time. Tough to beat. So Ted comes Okay, right, looks like actually Fasted's not on a lap, starting his lap now. Right, Maestro back straight. Reynolds may have got in his way a little bit there. Let's see. Brakes, turn, run this corner, last corner. Through to the line. Can he improve? Yes, 31.9. Maestro, I think he'll be pretty happy with qualifying. See if anyone else can get into the 31s. So, Warden has managed to get out. Sadly, I don't think Warden's going to have time here. Oh, F1 Ben's retired. Don't know what happened to him. Oh no, he's just pulled off. On board is Reynolds here. He looks like he's on the laps. See how he can do. In fact, I might just stick on board with Leopard. Oh, who's that? Sewing him up there. Is that Pixel Gaming? Yeah. Oh, that could have really compromised Leopard's lap there. Pixel Gaming getting in the way. We shall see. See when he gets to the time at the end. Always run wide there. Could have invalidated. Feisty turn off screen, sadly I missed that. 31.7. Brilliant lap from him to get into second. Silent Mo. Oh, Leopard's lost it on the curb. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Sadly for Leopard, that's the end of his qualifying. He's got his outside wheels on that curb and it just spun him. Not much you could do there, but he's down in 7th. It's going to be tough for him. But look at that. Warden still leading. Reynolds, Silent Mole, great lap from him. Maestro, another great lap, 31.7. Let's stay on board with Ryan here, see if he can improve. Can he find just under 4 tenths to overtake his friend Warden? I'm sure they'll be in party together. So, what will Ryan do here? It's a bit squirmy out in the final corner. And he goes 5th. He improves, but not enough to get that pole. I think. So, Warden with an absolute stormer of a lap, 31.4, puts it on pole. Well done to Warden. Reynolds in second with 31.5. Silent Mole in third, so he is first step to him in the with the championship rivals, as he's ahead of Ryan and Leopard. And we have Maestro in 4th, Ryan in 5th, Ted in 6th, Leopard down in 7th, Amazement in 8th, Sims in 9th, Casey in 10th, Charlie in 11th, Jork in 12th. Bit of a tough qualifying for Jork. I'm sure he would have liked to be further up. F1 Ben in 13th, and Pixel Gaming in 14th, and Hamilton Fan rounding out the grid in 15th. Oh, we've got a full wet race, lads. Yes, we have. This is going to make for a very exciting race indeed. So, it's got me excited because anything could happen here. But it's going to be interesting. So interesting. Casey is the only one opting to go on the intermediate tyre. Okay, so this might mean that this rain isn't going to last the whole race. We shall see. Should be in for an exciting start to the race though. Amazement also going on to intermediate tyres. Right, as we are go, so, oh, So, four out of the guys have decided to start an Inter. So we've got Silent Mole, The Amazement, Casey and Jork, all starting on intermediate tyres. Pretty sure this is the formation lap. So it'll be interesting to see some different strategies. So obviously it's not going to rain, well, it might rain the whole race. Oh, is that Leopard off in the background? I think it is. Yeah. Going slow there. But yeah, obviously it's going to be really interesting to see how everyone gets on going through the first couple of turns. It's obviously very tight, and obviously with it being wet conditions, I'm expecting to see a few cars all over the place, but we shall see. But Silent Mole is obviously in the driving seat, and he's going for the ultimate strategy. Leopard's got it all to do, obviously down in 7th. But can someone else? Look, obviously Warden popped in a really good lap in quali there. Can he get a great start and pull away? We shall see. It's all, I think this rain really sets it up to be a really interesting race here. On a track that sadly won't be on the 2018 game, which is kind of sad because I've always liked Malaysia myself. But it's obviously being replaced by France, which will be look forward to going to here. Alright, so we're all starting to come back onto the grid now. All starting to form up. I will go on board with Reynolds. I think he'll give me a good vantage point. Could actually be here for a while, to be fair. I know Amazement's actually back on the grid. Shocker. I thought he'd be chilling somewhere else. Bear with me. Right, so I think that's it. I think we're all formed up here. Right. We have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go for the Malaysian Grand Prix here in the F1 League. A good start from Warden there, but they're all bunched up behind. Looks like pretty calm so far, nothing much happening. Very steady, so that's Reynolds trying to go around the outside. We've got Ryan up to 3rd already, brilliant start from Ryan. He's got ahead of Silent Mole, Leopard up to 5th. Pushed over by Maestro. Hamilton fan. What a start by Hamilton fan. He started 15th and he's up to 7th. Unbelievable. Oh, Leopard pushes, squeezes Silent Mole there. So, right. So, Warden has kept his lead. Ahead of Reynolds. Ryan has moved up from 5th to 3rd. Leopard's moved up from 7th, and Silent Mole has dropped 5th. Maybe the intermediate tyres weren't the right way to go, but we shall see. Stick on board with Ryan here. His top 3 pretty close together, pulling a gap already on the guys behind. Oh, poor old AOR Charlie. Something's already happened to him. Down in 15th. That boy can get no luck. Right, as we come to the end of first lap here. Warden's already starting to pull a gap ahead of Reynolds. Near enough a second now. I think Silent Mole is struggling here. Feisty Ted is all over the back of him. And Feisty Ted gets the move done into turn 1. Easy move in the end there. I have to say, kudos to Hamilton fan here. What a start by him. Up 8 places, but F1 Ben is all over the back of him. Oh, Hamilton fan aggressively defends there. Can Ben get the switch back? Oh, they touch. Who's got the drive? Someone's going to have to give here. Side by side. Brilliant camera angle, but sadly... Still look at the gaggle of cars behind them as well. There's Maestro, Amazement, Pixel Gaming all right behind them. String of 5 cars. Oh, Ben thinks about the move. Oh, Hamilton fans left the door open. Can Ben get the drive? I don't think he can. Oh, Ben tries pushes it. That's a big touch there. Looks like Ben has. Oh, but it's not gone well for Ben. Takes my show, right. Let's go back, sorry, let's get back up to the leaders. So we have Warden really starting to pull the gap here. I did think this might happen. If Warden managed to get a clean start, he's starting to really pull away. He's already got a 2-second gap. And then we've literally got Reynolds, Ryan, Leopard and Feisty Ted all within 2 seconds of each other. Some really good battles going on here across the field. Obviously, I don't know if this will be intriguing to see if it does end up going dry towards the end of the race. What will happen? Right, Feisty Ted is all over the back of Leopard. Mole's doing a really good job here. He's obviously dropped a little bit, but he's on the alternate strategy. But he's doing really well with these intermediate tyres. Sims is now. Oh, again, look at the gaggle of cars here. This is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, and 14th. As what? Brilliant move by Amazement there. Around the outside of Sims. Yes, lovely, and he keeps it. Oh, brilliant move by Amazement. Feisty Ted all over the back of Leopard. Obviously no DRS, with it being the wet conditions. Will Leopard defend? Ted decides against the move there. Oh, Leopard. Leopard's gone into the pits, so has Ryan. Interesting move. Let's see if these guys have got any damage. Or it's just a pit stop. I'd expect them. It doesn't look like they've got damage. Also got Maestro and Charlie into the pits. Nope. Both they're putting on intermediate tyres here. So they both feel it is drying up and the wets aren't doing the job. So we've got a few guys who've already pitted there. So we've still got Warden leading. Nearly pulled out a 3-second lead now. Oh, Hamilton fan up in 6th now. So we've got another gaggle of cars here. Amazement, Hamilton fan, Jork, F1 Ben, Sims. Looked like he just had a little bit of a moment there. Behind. So these guys who decided to stay on the intermediate tower right at the start might have pulled an absolute blinder here. To see as the race goes on. Obviously, the McLaren boys are currently leading the Constructors' Championship, so if these fit another solid points finish, they stay where they are. not much going on right now. The gaps are starting to spread out a bit, but we've got Sims. Oh, who's that in the background? Pixel Gaming's gone for a bit of an excursion there. So, alright, we'll stay on board with Sims here. Right, everyone is pitting. So, it is obviously drying up. So these guys, Silent Mole, Jork, Amazement, all these guys have absolutely pulled a blinder here. Warden still managed to come out in 5th. 4th though. Oh. But Ryan's done the undercut, as has Leopard. They decided to pit that lap earlier. But Ryan has got ahead of his friend and rival in the pit stops. So we shall see what's going on, but obviously Silent Mole, Amazement and Jork, who all started on the intermediate tyre, they have well and truly are the winners so far in this race. Silent Mole's got a 9-second lead on Amazement, and then Jork in 3rd has got an 8.5-second gap back to Ryan. Who are these guys? Are all the guys that started on the wet tyre. Stay on board here with Reynolds, who's behind Leopard. So everyone now is on the intermediate tyre. Not everyone has made a stop though, those top 3 haven't. Right, Warden is all over the back of Ryan here. Can he get the drive to get past him? Interesting, it looked like Ryan actually let him through there. Maybe he knows that Warden is quicker today. We shall see, but right, Amazement fastest at 48.8. See if anyone can improve on that. No. Ah, Leopard 48.1. He is on the charge. Can he? He needs to. And he's bringing Reynolds with him up to these two. Obviously, Warden and Ryan will be in a party together, so they may not have talked about. It did look like Ryan let him through, but obviously we saw from the start on the wet tyre that Warden had the pace. So maybe Ryan just thought, just got to let him go. He's quicker than me today. We shall see. See, Reynolds been quietly going about his business so far. 7th. Right behind, let's go down further down the hill. Sims is all over the back of Ben. Ben defends. Sims goes to the inside. Quite get the move done there. Stay on board here. Ben's having quite an exciting first race in the F1 League. Steadily catching up with Charlie. Go on board with New Zealand Ryan, who's hanging on here to the back of Warden. Also Reynolds right behind Leopard. Got Jork right behind Amazement here. Pretty good actually. Oh, there you go, Warden, Leopard. Oh, these guys are going to catch these guys soon, but it's really good to see the Amazement up back at the top. Obviously, he's one of the quickest drivers in here, but he's not really had the luck this season. Feisty Ted sets the fastest lap, so these guys are. The track is obviously steadily drying out, as you can see. The rain is slowly stopping, so I'm expecting to see dry tyres towards the end of the race. It's right behind Leopard again, but still can't get that move done. So, pretty exciting race so far. 7 laps gone. Credit, Charlie is still in the race. Well done, boy. not lost it yet. Got some exciting battles ahead here with Jork just under a second behind Amazement, and Reynolds really close to the back of Leopard. Leopard is starting to catch Ryan here. He's nearly under a second. I think sadly, just looking down the field, Maestro obviously started quite high up. Not really, things haven't really gone his way so far. Finds himself down in 14th after a great qualifying. Reynolds still really close to the back here of Leopard. Warden, 47, dead. Really starting to pick the pace up here. Let's pull a gap on Ryan and reduce the gap very steadily. Jork ahead. I'm definitely thinking that it's going to be dry by the end of the race, which would really lead for an exciting end to the race. Bear with me, guys. Interesting. I'm probably going to give the commentators curse here, but nobody has crashed out yet. So, well done, guys. Right, Jork is all over the back of the Amazement. I don't think there'll be any team orders here. McLaren. Oh, Amazement. Oh, what's happened to the Amazement there? Oh, Jork's gone for a bit of an excursion in the gravel. Maybe carrying a bit too much speed there. Warden takes the place, so Warden up to third now. Will Ryan get the position as well? That's a nice string of 5 cars. Got Warden, Jork, Museum Ryan, Leopard, Reynolds. All really close to each other. Leopard runs a little bit wide there. Drive. While all this being said and done, Silent Mole is just pulling away from these guys. 9, nearly a 10-second lead now over the Amazement. Brilliant strategy call from him at the start of the race to stick on those inters right at the start. It's working wonders for him right now. To go back to the battle here, Museum Ryan's really close behind. And Jork. It doesn't seem to be catching Ryan anymore. Reynolds is still right behind Leopard too. Pressure is on. Leopard needs all the points he can get in the championship, with Silent Mole leading now with a 10-second lead. Sadly, nothing much else happening down the field. It's kind of these four, this battle for 4th, and this battle for 6th. Reynolds, I feel, is close enough now. Will he get the drive? Not really closing up. Is he closing up? No, he's not close enough, but he's... Oh, and he's tapped him. He has tapped Leopard. Has he got any damage? Doesn't look like it. But no, it looks like he's fine. They all stream down into the first corner. Ryan is all over the back of Jork, so we've got some really good, intriguing battles here. 4th down to 7th. We've got a bit of a gap down 2.8, 5 to 10 in 8th. And not much else happening really. What I will say is, Warden is starting to bring that gap down to amazement. Now, dipped under 2 seconds. Warden has really got the pace here. Might be tough for him to win it now with Santa Mole so far ahead, but he can easily catch the amazement here. Let's go back to these battles. Looks like Leopard is now starting to catch with these two battling a little bit. Leopard and Reynolds grouping up on these two, so it could very soon be a four-way battle for 7th position. Oh, Warden! Right behind. Did the amazement make a mistake? He is always lagging a little bit. Warden is all over the back of the amazement here. Yeah, must have made an error somewhere. Can Warden take advantage as they go across the line to complete the 11th lap? Still raining. As you can see, those guys still... Oh, Reynolds has managed to get past Leopard in the background. Missed that one. Stick on board with Warden. See if we can get anything done into the first turn. Can't. So, as you saw there... But, oh, Leopard's got past... Reynolds sadly missed both of those moves. So, Reynolds must have got past Leopard to the final corner. And then Leopard took it back on turn 1. Really exciting battle between these two. These two battling is meaning that Leopard is losing touch with Ryan a little bit. Again, Warden right all over the back, all over the back of the amazement. As it's had those tyres on for 11 laps, surely they couldn't be going off already. As we've seen, Warden has got the pace. He's got the. Is he getting the drive? Can he take him here? And I think Amazement. Oh no, Amazement's got the cutback. Gonna go side by side here. No. Is Warden gonna try? Warden throws it up the inside there. Amazement didn't see that coming. But Amazement, could he get the switch back? Going to go side by side here down the back straight. Warden's obviously got amazement, brilliant, got a brilliant drive off that corner. Takes the place back. Brilliant racing from these boys. But, oh, Amazement's gone wide. We're getting the drive here. Warden's right behind him. Just check on everything else. Ryan has managed to get past York as I was watching this battle. Warden throws it down the inside. Really tight, brilliant racing from these boys. Not touched. Amazement obviously had the inside line there. Warden gets the drive. Can he? No, he can't. He has to settle back in behind him. Oh, Warden! Oh no, that's not good. That's a real pity for Warden because that was a great battle we were just witnessing there between him and Amazement. He just got on the path a little bit too much and lost the back end. This is obviously now. This is look at this. It must be obviously Reynolds has got past Leopard again. Sorry, didn't see that. But if you look, all these guys. So we've got Amazement, Warden, Ryan, Jork, Reynolds, and Leopard, all within 2 laps of each other. Right, interesting. Right, so we have seen the first people going on to the dry tyres. It has stopped raining now. So, when will the leaders go in? Whoa, Jordan, that's a beautiful drift out of that corner. It's interesting that F1 Ben thinks he can get soft tyres 16 laps. Not sure about that. We shall see. See if any of the leaders decide to pit or they stay out. Right, Leopard goes in. Leopard's gone for the undercut. He's got nothing to lose because he was struggling for pace down as Reynolds. Can he take Jordan on the inside? Obviously Jordan, oh, they touch wheels, but Jordan's got the line into turn 2 and keeps the position. Oh, who's that? That is, I think that's Maestro or Casey, screwing about the back. So Leopard has gone onto the medium tyre, right? Third sector, can't really see anything. And sadly not really giving Silent much airtime, but he is strolling away so far. 10-second lead. All the action's happening behind. Warden. Casey's gone. Right, DRS has been enabled. That means most of these boys are going to pit this lap. Warden goes to... Oh, just thought about it. The amazing air. These boys will be coming in. I'm expecting to see all of these guys, top guys, come in this lap. Could this well be a masterstroke from Leopard? Oh, Reynolds, first penalty of the day. Goes to him. Alright, so Amazement, Warden, Ryan, all really close to each other here. I'm expecting to see these guys pit with DRS being enabled. Yep, that's it, everybody in. 5-10, 3-second penalty joke. Right. Let's stay on board with Leopard here. With all of the leaders pitting. Amazement gone? No, mediums. Pixel Gaming's gone, so we've lost 2 guys so far. Right, here we go, Leopard. Let's see where everyone comes out. Silent Mole, I think he's still going to have the lead here. Oh my god, Leopard has pulled an absolute... Oh, look at that. Leopard is right behind all of these guys. So, interesting, Ryan and Warden opted, and Jork opted for the soft tyre. No one else going on the medium. As we are halfway through today's race. F1 Ben, fastest lap, 44.2. Yellows in first sector. Don't know what that's quite for. Leopard nearly pulled a masterstroke there with the undercut, but didn't quite work. Says Reynolds on the inters, but he's not. He's on the mediums. Oh, what's happened to me? Amazement, 1 second, but he's lost it. Behind him. Will Ryan let Warden through again, or is it super soft tyres? Oh, this game is beautiful. It's telling me different things, so I'm not quite sure what is going on, but the screen is telling me that Ryan and Warden are both on the soft tyre. Warden has DRS here. In the background, we've got Gagler 3 cars. Leopard sets the fastest lap, no surprise. We've got Reynolds, Amazement, and Leopard all fighting for 4th position. If Leopard wants to get any more amount of points, he really needs to get past these guys. 2 championship rivals in first and second. You can't. Yes, there you are, Charlie. What a lap, 41.2. Expect to see those times steadily come on. Oh, and Amazement's lost it. Don't know whether he got tapped by Leopard, but he's lost it. Doesn't look like it. Maestro, 40 dead. Back on board with Warden, who's right behind Ryan. Well, Ben has gone. Quite sure what's happened to him. Right, as we come through, finish lap 15. These boys, Ryan and Warden, working together here, are catching Silent Mole. And with 13 laps to go, but as Silent Mole sets the fastest lap with a 37.7. But then 36.7, a second quicker from these guys on the soft tyre. They are catching Silent Mole. Warden tries to throw it down the inside there. He doesn't. Ryan lets him through again. Interesting, again, that's a second time Ryan has let him through. Not really much else happening down the field. Sim sets the fastest lap 36.4, soft tyre. Down in 9th. Stick on board with this battle because there's not really much else happening. Reynolds is 4 seconds behind these guys and Leopard a further 2 seconds back. So, Hampton fan, penalty. And obviously you can see already, Warden is starting to pull a small gap to Ryan. Oh yes, the beautiful helicopter shots. Right, Silent Mole fast lap, 36 dead. Can these boys set a quicker lap? Warden 34.8. That's a second, 1.2 seconds he's taken out of Silent Mole in that lap. Unbelievable. Warden has really got the pace here today. Right, Jork is within a second of Leopard. He's on the faster tyre. Leopard's not really catching. Doesn't seem like Leopard, sadly for him today, has the pace of these guys ahead of him. He's not really catching Reynolds. Oh, runs a bit wide. Holds it. Leopard is also on yellow fuel, interestingly enough. So he's not really got much fuel to play with. Let's get the telemetry up. No, he's minus lap of fuel, so he's having to run in standard, but right, so let's go on board. Oh, Warden! Oh no, Warden has lost it. Just caught that. Warden has lost it. Coming out onto the back straight, and Ryan had nowhere to go, sadly for him, and he has lost some of his front wing, so he's going to have to come in. Oh yes, oh, he's managed to hold it. What a disaster. This has allowed Reynolds up in second, and this is really good for Silent Mole, who was being caught by them two. So Warden obviously has been able to stay out. Leopard defending on Jork. Yeah, Leopard's kept the position. Right, New Zealand Ryan is going to be on a mission here. On the super soft tyres for the last 10 laps. Really unlucky there. Not really, obviously Warden lost it, not really anywhere Ryan could go. He was just to sit, went straight into the side of him. So it's dropped him down to 9th. So got Sims all over the back of AWR Charlie here. Expect Sims to get past it, being on the faster tyre. Up the lead is Silent Mole, 11 seconds. I can't see him being beaten now. Sims right behind Charlie as he thinks about it. expecting to make a move here down into this corner. Nope. Being a bit patient. Yeah, as I was saying, Tyler Mole, 11 seconds ahead of Reynolds in second. Can't see him being caught really in these last 9-10 laps. Right, Charlie is trying to get out of his get Sims out of his slipstream. Sims goes for the move. Yeah, and he has DRS, so you can't think. Yeah. Oh no, hold on, Charlie is holding his own here. He's got the inside line, but obviously Sims has the better run into turn 2. And there you go, Sims has got the move done. Brilliant from them two. Right, we've got Jork all over the back of Leopard again, and we've got Warden all over the back of Reynolds. Really good racing from these boys, really hard to keep up with everyone. I hope everyone watching is enjoying the race as much as I am so far. Also, New Zealand Ryan's passed Charlie already, and he's right behind Sims. DRS on Reynolds. Doesn't look like he'll get the move done here, but can he get it done? Down the home straight into turn 1. We shall see. It opens it. Ooh, nearly loses it again there, Warden. We've got Jork all over the back of Leopard, literally pushing him down the home straight. Oh, they push Leopard squeezing. I think Leopard's going to have to give up that position. Yeah. Jork gets the move done. This is allowed Feisty Ted in as well. Feisty Ted all over the back of Leopard as well. Leopard defending. That move has been coming from Jork, obviously being on the faster tyre as well. These three guys really close to each other. New Zealand Ryan on the charge. I can't see him. I think he's going to end up finishing 7th. He's 20 seconds behind these guys. Stick on board of these. Warden right behind Reynolds again. Goes to the move on the inside. Oh, they touch. Is that compromising? Doesn't look like it's compromised. Warden's run there out there. Onto the back straight. As I say this in the background, as you can see, Feisty Ted is right behind Leopard, and Leopard is on Jork as well. So, oh, brilliant view here. This. Warden can't get the move done. Can any of these guys at the moment? No. Ted thinks about it. Another penalty for Reynolds. So this would see him drop down. Oh, Leopard heavily defending on Feisty Ted. Really squeezing him. Oh, Leopard, have they touched? No. Aggressive but fair there, Phil from Leopard. Gave him enough space. Obviously Leopard is, you can see he's scrapping for every point he can get here. But none of these boys obviously remember that Reynolds, who's now been overtaken by Warden, has 6 seconds of penalties. So that would drop him down to 6th. So as we head into the end of the race here. Oh, Ted's touched Leopard there. Got a little bit of damage. not compromise his run. He is all over the back of Leopard here. Can he get the move done? No. Yes, he nearly dived up the inside there. That's forced Leopard wide. But Leopard's got a much better drive here. Interesting, Reynolds is keeping up with Warden after making that move. But again, he's going to have to defend. If I see Ted, got to feel it's only a matter of time before he makes the move. But obviously, this is not the first time that these two have battled this season. They had an epic battle in Russia earlier in the season. Feisty Ted obviously coming out on top in that one, so Leopard will want to get one over on him and obviously get as many points as he can get. But obviously all these guys will move up a position. So Reynolds is currently provisional third, but will go down to sixth with his 2 penalties. We got F1 Ben in the pits. Probably not the debut he would have liked in this evening. Love to go on as Maestro gets moved on Hamilton fan. I was going to go on board with that, but Ted's got the inside run here. Got to make the move. Oh, brakes really late. Brilliant from Ted there. Obviously Leopard is DRS as well. Right behind him. Goes to the inside. No. It's Feist Ted. So Feist Ted gets it done. Like I said, it was just a matter of time. He was all over the back of Leopard. Now up to 5th. So as just stay on board. I was just going to go through how everyone else is going on in the race, but obviously Ted is right on the back of Jort now. Yeah, it just shows that Ted had the pace on Leopard. He's already starting to pull a gap on him. Yeah, just damage got to be Leopard's just got to get as many points to get. Obviously this Leopard's going to have to keep this pace going, because not he will not get sick. But right, Ted opens CRS, got the run. Yes, and he gets it done again. Ted, really good from Ted. That's twice 2 laps. He has got me in the position down the back straight, and he's got DRS. Jordan is right behind him. Jordan can't get near him. Not quite sure why Manchester FIFA has joined. I think he's in the wrong place. I'm sure he'll be swiftly leaving when he realises what's going on. So, through all that, we have Silent Mole. Very quiet race for him, really. Obviously, master stroke. Oh, Jork's lost it. Just allowed Leopard to go ahead of him. So, not quite sure what happened to Jordan there. Also meant that New Zealand Ryan's caught up a bit of time. Sector 3, who's that? Let's see, don't know. But right, so like I say, Silent Mole, as he comes over to line to start lap 25 of this race, he is, I feel like this race for him was all won on that strategy call at the start of the race. going on those intermediate tyres. And then he's only had to stop once. Bear in mind, most other people around him have stopped twice or more, so that really has paid off for him. Not really much going on now. After some really exciting laps, everything's kind of settled down with Ward. Obviously Warden, he's shown he's got the pace. Got a little bit unlucky, obviously, losing it there and collecting Ryan. Which probably lost him the chance at the victory, you would expect. And then there's obviously Reynolds, who has 6 seconds of penalties, so he won't be finishing third. It'll be Fighty Ted who will get promoted, unless onto the podium, unless Leopard can catch him. Oh, in fact, I think Fighty Ted actually has a penalty, or is it New Zealand Ryan? I'm not quite sure. Oh, F1 Ben has retired. What's happened to him? He's lost it. Unlucky Ben. Quite the debut we'd have hoped for. Right, literally going to check the penalties while we're here. Ted has got a penalty as expected, so that would promote Leopard into third. Let's see, sign up Mole has one warning. Warden has absolutely nothing, clean as a whistle. And as we thought, Reynolds has 2 penalties. Does Leopard have anything? No, Leopard has a warning. Okay, so Leopard has got to keep that gap to less than 3 seconds to Ted if he wants to get this podium and those all important points in the championship. So all still to play for here going in to the final couple of laps or so. As Maestro sets the fastest lap of the race. Sadly, after great qualifying, not seeing much from him. Down in 12th. And obviously Amazement got unlucky again. Up there after he started on those intermediates. Oh, Leopard has gone out of that 3-second window. He really needs to put the hammer down here for these last 2 laps if he wants to get that podium. Not, it is Ted's. Not really much happening. Go down as this battle here as Hamilton fan on the back of the Amazement, unless Amazement has actually got past him. This is obviously the battle for the last points position, so big battle. Hamilton fan has DRS on Amazement. Oh, that is an aggressive move. Very late, Max Verstappen is, but he can't quite get it done. Pretty bold move there from Hamilton fan, I have to say. Obviously known for his aggressive style. Oh, Hamilton fan. Oh, found space where there wasn't really any there. Manages to get that move done. Leopard is continuing to fall back of Feisty Ted is really starting to catch Reynolds here. Oh, he was. I'm a bit confused what's happened there. something must have happened to Feisty Ted, because Leopard is suddenly caught up by over a second, a couple of corners. So Ted must have had a moment, which means Leopard will finish in third here, as we're on the last lap. Going to go on board with Silent Mole as he's going to come through the final sector. Brilliant drive from him. Like I said, the strategy call at the start of the race to go on the inters to start with really has won him this race, meaning he's only had to stop the once, and even though he dropped a little bit towards the in the first stint, it's really paid off for him. So as he comes over the line to win the Malaysian Grand Prix and cement his championship lead, well done to him. And Warden crosses the line to finish as there you go, as I expected. Leopard has, not sure what's happened to Ted. Did he get a puncture? Oh no, I think he ran out of fuel. Oh, Ted. As here we go, New Zealand Ryan crosses the line, finished 7th. Could have been so much more for him. Obviously, hitting Warden. Kind of lost his chance at finishing higher. Obviously, brilliant from Silent Mole. And obviously we saw that Warden had the pace to win that race right from the start. And then obviously Leopard on a much needed podium, which I didn't think maybe he did know about. But we've got Sims finishing 9th and Amazement coming down the back straight here to round out the final points playing position. Malaysia gonna, oh, they're gonna cross the line. Oh, Amazement. Nice one then, two boys. Amazement gets the final point. So, really exciting race. I hope you guys who have watched have enjoyed it. I certainly have, for my first race back of this year. So, Silent Mole with the victory, Warden in 2nd, and Leopard in 3rd. Still all to play for as we go. I think next week is Japan, round 16 of the season. So here we have the finishers. We have Silent Mole, Victor with the finishing 1st. Warden or Sergio Perez finishes 2nd. Leopard 3rd. Sadly Reynolds dropping to 4th after those 2 penalties. Feisted in 5th. Jork in 6th. New Zealand Ryan down in 7th. Obviously got a bit unlucky hitting Warden. Lost him his front wing. Sims in 8th. Charlie in 9th. And Amazement rounding out the top 10. Getting the last point. Right, so Leopard's joined the party. I don't know if I'll get the other 2 in. Invite more. Come on. See if Warden will join. I think Warden's gone off. Bear with me. Right. I think Warden might have had to go, but we'll see. Trying to molt. Hello. Right, include your audios,
Hello.
boys. I don't.
Um,
I think Warden's obviously left because I sent him an email. He's gone offline. He's left the lobby. Right. Obviously, I ended up doing the stream by myself. It's fine. I managed to catch everything, I think. So, congratulations, boys. We've got the two. Nice to have the two championship rivals here. So, starting with you, Silent Mole. As I said on stream, I think your strategy call at the start of the race won you that race. Just talk me through it and how you feel the race went from your.
um, yeah. Basically, at the start, Joe, who's just joined, suggested starting on the Inters, and I decided to give it a go because I knew previous games it worked, so I was expecting it to work, and luckily it did. We knew it was going to dry up quite quickly, and it did within about 3 laps. So then I was on the pace again, and then basically just keeping the Inters in time for the dry, and then from there it was pretty easy. Everyone seemed to crash behind, and I had a big lead, so yeah, just controlled it really.
Yeah, brilliant. I have to say, obviously, thanks to Joe on that strategy call. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
you obviously dropped down a little bit at the start, being on the
Yeah.
Inters, but obviously it came when everyone else had to pit early doors, really helped you, and then obviously had that big lead over 10 seconds. Warden was catching you at one point, but then he decided to
Yeah, he
lose
had
it.
a problem, didn't he?
And
Yeah.
then Ryan hit him, so that's why Ryan ended up having to go and change his wing in the pits. So well done, and obviously cement your championship lead there as we go to Japan next week. So
Yes, indeed.
Leopard, did you know that you were going to be on the podium? Obviously, because obviously you weren't. You
No.
actually crossed the line fifth or fourth, I think it was. So I'm guessing you didn't know that the others had penalties.
I knew Feisty Ted had a penalty because Jeff came over the radio, but. So I
Um,
knew I had to stay within 3 seconds of Feisty Ted, but I didn't know about Reynolds.
yeah. So how do you feel your race went? Your point of view.
From my point of view, it was an absolute shambles, to be honest.
I felt like you didn't quite have the pace today. Personally,
No, I
I
didn't.
think obviously Warden had some really impressive pace. Obviously Ryan was doing really well, but obviously you got the podium, so you must be pretty happy with that.
Not particularly, no. I personally think the championship is slowly slipping away from me, but we'll see how it goes.
We've still got five. We've got 5 rounds left. 6. Yeah, 5 I think.
5.
Yeah, so it's still all to play for. You never know, but keep positive. But it's obviously going to be a really intriguing battle going towards the last few races. Joe, obviously you're here. I don't know whether you've included your audio, but you can if you wish. Yeah, so obviously you were up there at the start of the. Obviously you started on the Ints as well, and then obviously you were up there. And did you feel like you could have challenged Silent Mole if you obviously didn't lose
No,
just too quick today?
no, I'm terrible at Malaysia. I'm so slow. It's hilarious. Can I just say that that was the most fun I've ever had in a league race, and that overtakes Kebab Gate for me. It was hilarious.
I'd
I
watched
managed
the
to get
stream.
myself into P2 going onto the dries, and I hold up so much at the start. It was great.
I do
But
advise you to watch the stream back. There was literally, it must have been for like a good half of the race. There was literally like 4 or 5 year within like 2 seconds of each other, just battling. It was actually brilliant to watch. So I'd
yeah,
advise watching it back.
I did
Um,
make a bit of a blooper though. As soon as I went on the tries, turn 4, I braked too late and locked up and lost all the positions. And then I think Taylor lagged back into me, but it was my lag. And then I think Leopard ran into the back of me after I lagged because obviously my car was out of control and I went in the wall. It was nobody's fault. That ruined my race. And then I think I was just battling for the final points position with Twosome. What a great battle. I was purposely slowing down to try and get Maestro back into it because he had to pit. It was hilarious.
Yeah, to be fair, pretty exciting race. So, well done, boys. And I do advise watching the stream back. I think, obviously I had to do it by myself, but I think I managed to catch most of the action, so it'll be well worth a watch. So obviously we head to Japan next week. Thoughts on Japan, guys?
It's a nice track.
It's a nice track, yeah.
With these
keep on
cars, yeah, it's yeah, it's very fun to drive. Might not be good to overtake on, but you never know. Changeable weather could spice it up again. I think it was funny as well because we checked on the formation lap to see who had done this strategy, and it was literally just the people in our party. It was hilarious.
I did think that you guys might have had a bit of a chat. Leopard, Japan, positive?
No.
Obviously, sounds like Leopard already thinks he's lost the title, so obviously we'll have to see next week. Well, thank you for joining me, gents, and giving your point of view on that race. And it sounded like you guys enjoyed the race as much as I did. So I'm hoping I'll have someone else to join me next week. But for now, thank you, and thank you for watching, guys. And we'll see you all next week in Japan.